All right, let's listen to this video and then we can talk about it.
Gentlemen of the press, today is a happy day for Nigeria. You recall that last week we had a meeting here, and the organized private sector and the subnationals have also held their various meetings with Mr. President following the submission of the tripartite agreement to Mr. President. Labour came last week, they had a meeting with Mr. President, they adjourned, asked for adjournment for a week to go and consult further. They did those consultations, they have come back today, and we are grateful with Mr. President. We are happy to announce today that both the federal government and the organized labor have agreed on an increase on the 62,000 naira minimum wage. The new national minimum wage that we expect Mr. President to submit to the National Assembly for legislation is 7,000 naira.
All right, 70,000 naira. Also, protest is looming. Young people are talking about protest. And can you please try to bring us up to speed? What's going on? Is this enough? And
I cannot agree with anybody that would say that 70,000 naira is enough. I don't.
Let me before you know. I'm so sorry. There's a report coming out of this was actually published on abcnews.com. Coming out of Abuja. Report says public sector workers in Nigeria on the minimum wage will see their salaries double. You see the way they say double after the government reached an agreement on Thursday with labor union that have been threatening.
That's the Bretton Woods influence spin.
Let me just try to finish this small excerpt so that we can add some context to this, right? For those that may not be familiar with Nigeria all the way. So with labor unions that have been threatening further strikes as the cost of living spirals, the new minimum monthly wage is set at 70,000 naira, $44, 6 times lower than what the unions were demanding, 6 times lower. They accepted the offer with mixed feelings considering the country's economy woes. Nigerian Labour Congress President Joe Ajero said Thursday after meeting with President Bola Tinubu in Abuja, the nation's capital. Go ahead. Sorry to cut into your speech.
Oh yes, the way they are putting it, like it's double from 30,000 minimum wage to to 70,000.
But 6 times lower than what they were asking for.
I suspect where that is coming from. You want to put that positive spin and then begin to deconstruct the entire thing. How much is like ASU would say in those days, whenever they were agitating for improved pay, they say, what my boss pays is a joke. So $44 for a whole month for an adult. Everybody that's put
in a country where everything is virtually imported.
Yes. You see, let's say Abdullah would take a position that there is enough for every Nigerian citizen, but not enough for the greed of the politician. But in this case, the politicians who have negotiated this so-called tripartite agreement have decided to keep the most for their greed, while they make the vast majority of Nigerian workers, artisans, individuals to struggle for pittance. Crumb. I mean, let's say Zamfara would not be able to meet this need, they say Ekiti, and they mention pockets of other states where they even struggled, including Anambra for that matter. Anambra should be boasting of an economy that is almost at par with that of Lagos.
Why is that?
A locality, because you look at the Onitsha market influence, look at Nnewi, right. Look at elsewhere. The entire Anambra state landscape.
The movement of money.
Hub. Yes,
it's a business hub.
It's a business hub. But they make it look as if, everything I mean, it's almost coming from people that have been pushed to the sideways of life. No. So go and check the balance in the account of the governor of Zamfara, that of Ekiti, elsewhere. These are people who have benefited from the allocations that should be used to serve the interests of the vast majority of Nigerians. So they have huge loot tax elsewhere. And then now they are saying, oh, if we pay this, there won't be any money to do anything. Instead of confessing that, oh, we won't have anything to keep for our greed. It's the way of the Nigerian political elite. And Tinubu, who has come out with his joker, his magic numbers again, not minding how he personally contributed to the destruction of that economy with his unguarded push on the equivalent of the nuclear button, when he announced at his inauguration that fuel subsidy is gone. Remember, that was the moment at which Nigeria's economy unraveled. Now he's pushing this Greek gift at them, and everybody is idolizing him as if he has done something great for Nigerian workers and the generality of Nigerians. Of course.
What was the general consensus with the 70? Was it mixed feelings, or people are just done? This conversation has gone on for so long.
Of course, you know Nigerian labor leaders. Right from the time when people like me and others were reporting the activities of labor in the days of Adams Oshomole, they would create this what's it called? This drama that, oh, it's either you grant our wish or the old place with them go bonkers. At the end of the day, they have a way of selling out. It's about the meeting of ideas amongst Nigerian elites, whether labor leaders in government, they will say that drama that, oh, they are fighting on behalf of the common people. At the end of the day, I mean, you need to see the kind of things that move around amongst Nigerian labor leaders. That you want to tell me they are poor. The only people that you will find sincerity among.
So you're saying these people fighting for the common people,
they are not common themselves.
They're not common, and
the only people that
this is just eye service at best.
Yes, all are the only people you find that can be so united in their purpose and push in Nigeria's labor vanguard or movement will be the university academic group and other university labor unions. Forget about. I don't want to say this. Is it not gay?
Can I say it? Is it eye service at best? These people.
If is moral hypocrisy. They wine and dine with all these political leaders. At the end of the day, they come to the common folks and stand as if they are folk heroes. Folk heroes, my folks. Yes. So it's all a joke. So you give an adult a package, 70,000 naira. How much is a bag of rice in Nigeria? 85,000. In the last 1 week or two, don't you know how much you have sent to different people in Nigeria?
Give me your thoughts about the protest.
Even as a blind man who is struggling, I know I've given well over ₦1 million to support families, friends, and what have you. Is it by way of medical bills, surgery, whatever, in the last 1 month alone? And to think that we warned them about the effect of putting all kinds of questionable characters, that this thing will tell on the macro system. They will never listen. And then when the system pushes back at them, they run to the rest of us. And when you even want to demand for your suffrage right to contribute to things going on in Nigeria, they tell you you don't really belong. They make you feel like, oh, you have crossed the Rubicon, you have moved into beyond the point of no return, you have been sold into eternal slavery overseas. Forget about things going on in motherland Africa. Who thinks like that? They don't even think that people like us in the diaspora should leverage on the system, should also have some measure of influence. Look at the development of Israel and the influence of diaspora Jews. That is the one. I mean, that is one way in which you will understand how to go for society transformation. But it's not like that in our country. And then they do all these things, and then they come around and say 70,000 naira is enough. 70,000 naira cannot buy you a bag of rice. And they are saying you should eat balanced diet. I hope Berry Berry, Kwachoko, and what other health issues will not be pervasive everywhere in Nigeria in days to come. So you were asking me what I think about the possibility of that protest, right? Of the protest that may come, right, Ola?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm asking you.
I had to refresh the screen. You were saying?
You wanted to know my take on the possibility of that looming protest in Nigeria, right?
Yes. I wanted to get your thoughts in this segment about the protest and what is the link. Are they linked together by any chance? But I've been seeing a lot of conversation around the protest on social media.
Yes, the deal is that I hope this time around they won't turn the guns. You know, these are people who have this instinct to want to kill for every little question. If you look at one of them, one of the elites in the National Assembly, Senator Ali Ndume. Yes, Ali Ndume at some point tried to play ethnic card when he was saying that Tinubu was sidelining northern interest in political appointments and all that there will be political consequences for him. I called him out then. But the other one that he's talking about now, saying Tinubu has been taken out of circulation and kept as a trophy by a certain cabal in the in the presidential at the State House, where that they don't have access to him anymore. Who else should have raised an alarm about that? So for them to have even come after one of their own like this, don't underestimate what they can do. I hope their head will reset this time around, and that they won't turn the guns on agitated Nigerians who would want to protest. It is our right. It is the right of Nigerians to protest. It is constitutionally guaranteed. And I wonder why nobody, because Buhari is out of power now. Whoever advised him then to turn the guns on protesters at Lekki toll gate is no longer in power, so they don't have immunity. I do not know why civil society groups, concerned individuals are not suing Buhari for murder. Let's see the possibility of him going down and getting hanged for killing our children who, while being wrapped with national flag, had to be mauled down by disgraceful soldiers, policemen, who were, the citizens merely asked for a better deal. Then the response was to turn the guns on them. I think somebody must be held accountable. So that's it. They should be prepared that Nigerians simply want a better life. Nobody is wishing them evil. And so the response this time around should not be to open gun, to waste payers bullets on them and kill Nigerian citizens. That is the no-no. Everybody's got to be level-headed and reasonable this time around. And nobody too should push for brigandage in the name of protest. Protests ought to be peaceful. Protests should be peaceful. Nobody should be looting. Nobody should be wreaking all kinds of mayhem in the names of demand for better deal. But concerning what Labour the labor movement secured and how they went to town with glee. I don't see any justice in this. Convert 70,000 naira and it's been done. $44. That is
44
what an average. That is what
per month.
an average janitorial individual will make in 2 hours in America. So how can you celebrate nonsense and say that you have secured victory for Nigerian workers? You know, these people they have a way of making us laugh. You know, very ludicrous.
All right, thank you so much for that. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we do go live. We do have another story. Yep, we'll be back in about 20 seconds.